Good morning, Stratford. I'm Macon Manley.
And I'm Mr. Ed Grissamore. Today is Wednesday, March 16th. It's a G Day. Today is National Freedom of Information Day and National Everything You Do Is Right Day. Only 3 more days till spring break.
Happy birthday to 4th grade math teacher, Mrs. Phyllis Elder.
Here's today's weather forecast.
Today's menu in the Prentice Robinson cafeteria is chicken tenders, steamed corn, creamy baked mac and cheese, breaded mozzarella, cheese sticks, and marinara sauce.
Today marks the 2-year anniversary of when the Stratford campus shut down because of COVID and went to online learning for the remainder of the 2020 school year. Gazebo staff writers Mariam Ahmed and Annie Shee caught up with head of school Mr. Logan Bowles to both look back and look ahead. Here's their report.
We all know it was 2 years ago, but to hear that it's literally, as we approach the date, literally been 2 years, it feels both like yesterday we shut down the school and also 20 years ago. And so I don't really even know how to conceptualize just 2 years. But I think about all that we've learned over the last 2 years. I mean, I can remember literally our mail being delivered and bringing it into the house and disinfecting it, or leaving it outside for a period of time before opening it. And so we've moved from that all the way to, think about the different phases. We went from that to the, okay, well, you can't come out of your house, just you gotta stand, 6 feet apart. And then it's the mask, and then double mask, and then vaccines, and virtual learning, and then, oh, we're in school, and then Omicron and Delta. And so I think about all the things we've learned over the last 2 years. And what we've been able to show is that, yes, we shut down when the rest of the world shut down, but even with our altered policies for the last 2 years, we have been able to safely conduct in-person learning. So shy of every single person, teacher falling out with COVID again in the future, I don't ever foresee us going remote again. Because nobody ever could have imagined 2 years ago when we first started hearing about this virus that it was going to eventually lead to us shutting down the school. I can remember the very last day that we'd shut down. I'd called all the teachers into the auditorium saying, we've got to prepare for this virtual learning. We sent you guys home. And then I can remember just being in my office, closing the blinds, walking out and thinking what in the world, are we ever going to come back to campus? It rocked our world. What I've learned through this is that while people can be unsettled and confused and upset by a lot of things, we have a great deal of resiliency, particularly our teachers and our students, who are just really strong at going with the flow and adapting as they go along, understanding that this is what life is adapting to challenges as they arise.
Are there any differences on campus in terms of regulation, even though that we're back to mask optional?
Sure. Not so much now. I do think of, and it's funny because we still have some reminders around the school of last year, and I just noticed it the other day in the hallway where it used to say keep left and keep right. Have you seen those? Some of them are so tall I can't even get them down. But I can remember, again, that was one of those phases where in order to keep airflow traveling in the same, your breath in the same direction, you had to walk down this side of the hall while the other people hovered along the other side. And so you've got little reminders of those, but for the most part, when you kind of examine what we are doing now versus what we were doing this time last year, or even really the year prior when we were in virtual learning, we have really come a long way since then. I really feel that this is the most normal we have been in a long time.
The Key Club will have a bake sale on Thursday during break to support the March of Dimes. Please see Annabeth Tarbutton or Clark Jones if you are interested in volunteering.
This year's prom theme is Roaring Twenties, and it will be held at the Emerson Ballroom on April 8th. Prom date wall sign up is posted outside Miss Jones' office. If you are taking a non-Stratford student to prom, please sign the form located across from Mrs. Ferrari's office. The last day to sign the date wall will be Friday, April 1st.
Please remember to turn off your headlights before pulling into any of the parking spaces facing the baseball field. Parking by the field also could result in a foul ball breaking your windshield. There's plenty of parking at the pit. Last
Friday, the Stratford literary team won first place in the regional literary competition in Albany. Stratford had 13 first place winners and 1 runner-up. On Saturday, the first place winners will be traveling to Beaufort, Georgia to compete in the state championship.
Grandparents' Day for our preschool and lower school students is Friday, and there will be hundreds of visitors on campus. Faculty/staff will be allowed to park at soccer, tennis, and the pit with overflow to the football practice field. Student drivers will only be allowed to park in the pit and the football practice field.
Parking from the entrance to the baseball field should be left open for our Grandparents' Day visitors. Coaches will be available on Friday morning to direct drivers, but remember, no student and faculty parking will be available on the gym side of campus.
This Thursday, the upper school will be released from class at 10:10 and go to the Grady Games. The Grady Games location has been changed to the auditorium. Sit where you would for Monday morning assemblies.
Have a wonderful day, Eagles.
You know a lot about the 20s, don't you, Miss Chris Moore?
What?
Have a wonderful day, Eagles.
Have a wonderful day, Eagles.
Have a wonderful day, Eagles.
Have a wonderful day, Eagles.